Hey guys, Fat Daddy. Now you can see here what I made is a giant mess. I've made some sugar frames. I'm sorry I wasn't around. I didn't have any help, so I couldn't really video it because, you know, this stuff sets up pretty quick. So what I did is I took some deep frames. Some of them have wire and actually some of them don't. I used those ones right there. And they had no wire in them, but some of them, the first two or three did. They had wire that crossed this way. But this one I don't think has wire in it. What I did is I took sugar, and it's roughly, say, maybe 7 pounds of sugar. I put in probably a quarter of a cup of honey, an eighth of I'd say a half a teaspoon, or an eighth of a teaspoon of lemongrass oil. Right there. And I've mixed all that up, and it smells really nice. But just until it was clumping in your hand. If you squeeze it, it would stay in a ball. And then I packed it inside these frames, and I did this last weekend. And as you can see, that sugar's hot as a rock. No, it actually fills the frames up. I'll put it on some wax paper, and then just fill the frame up. And then what I'm doing is I'm putting them in this deep here. And I've got 9 of them in this one. And I'm going to my hives today because it's going to be 65 degrees or so. And I'm going to finally get ready for winter. I'm going to move some frames around. I might combine a few smaller hives. And on any of the hives that I don't think have enough honey, I'm going to put these sugar frames in to supplement their feed for the winter. But the lemongrass oil, the honey, and that makes it a little easier for the bees to, or a little more readily that they'll go after it. I'll let you know how I make out. I'm going to go over and check the hives today, get them all rearranged. Just wanted to make a short video. All right. So that, again, that was like 7 pounds of honey. 7 pounds of sugar, a third of a cup, give or take, of honey, and a quarter of a teaspoon or an eighth of a teaspoon of lemongrass oil. All right, and just till it's clumping up, just till it holds together, and then pack it in the frames really tight. And it takes probably 3 or 4 days for these things to harden right up. But when they harden up, they're like a rock kid. So try that to supplement your feeding. It's it might be a little. Sometimes the bees, if it's real cold, they can't break cluster and get up to, say you put a sugar cake or something on top of the inner cover. Sometimes they can't get up to get it. And there'll be plenty of feed, they just can't get to it. This is a way where they can actually cluster right around the frame and eat as they go. So it's just another way to feed them. And I'll probably still put sugar cakes in on the top. But this is just another way to, if it gets real cold, they can't break cluster to get something to eat. Hopefully they can get to these frames. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.